you are turned on to Midwest Outdoors magazine. Since 1967, helping people enjoy the outdoors. Sponsored in part by Rapala Lures, Shakespeare Ugly Stick, America's strongest, most sensitive rod, Northwest Ontario, Canada, Abu Garcia, quality rods and reels for life, Arctic Cat ATVs, share our passion, and Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%. This week on Midwest Outdoors, perch action from Minnesota's Lake Mille Lacs, the Custom Jigs crew on Illinois ice, and hard water adventures on Devil's Lake, North Dakota. It all starts right here, right now.
Hey, I'm Tony Roach, joined with my good buddy Pete Frisch. We're out here scouting for some jumbo perch on Mille Lacs Lake. You know, GPSs will only get you so close. Those perch are notorious roamers, especially out here on Mille Lacs. Those big schools of jumbos like to cruise along these transition areas. So it's really important to work as a team. One person drilling, the other person coming back with the markums and checking the holes to get right on top of those schools. And then of course, marking them with icons. I'll give you a little bit of an insight today, how we go about finding perch for clients on Mille Lacs Lake. Let's go get them, Pete. There we go. Pete, you got fish on the screen?
Fish on.
All right, Pete. Ooh, nice jumbo. And that's the thing. We just got out here. We got on the spot to get these nice big jumbos. These perch, although they're roamers, they have certain areas they like to cruise, and you really got to be on top of them. Nice, Pete. First drop, man.
Bunch of fish down there.
The presentation of choice that I like when I'm searching for these big jumbo perch is using spoons, and what I like to do is load them up with Eurolarva. The reason I choose Eurolarva versus minnow heads or any other type of bait is they stay on the hook. I can kind of chandelier those things on there. That way if I get a strike or I get a school of perch coming in, I can take the fish off, drop down as fast as I possibly can to hook up on that school before they roam. Like I said, these perch are notorious roamers. You got to keep their interest, and by using spoons with these Euros is a great way to do it. Man, that didn't take long. Pete dropped in first hole, started whacking them. I got it on second hole. Man, love catching these big jumbos. There he is. What a beauty. The reason they're in here, they're feeding on nymphs. Their mayfly nymphs start emerging from the mud, so we're keying in on these transition areas where it goes from rock to sand to mud. Great areas that hold big time numbers of mayfly nymphs, fish fly larvae. They start emerging from the mud, and these big jumbos are in here chasing them. There he is. You know, we like to fish high in the water column because when you're fishing these big, vast areas, especially these transition areas, you're trying to draw those fish into your location. And if you're fishing right next to the bottom, it's really hard for those fish to see it, especially from afar. Ooh, another beauty. You know, you're just trying to get them into exactly where you're at. All they're doing is roaming up and down this transition, looking for food. That way, if you fish high rather than low, they can see that bait. The other thing we like to do is what we call fishing fast. And what I mean by fishing fast is just going from hole to hole real quickly. I think too many people and anglers spend too much time in one location. When we're looking for these schools of fish, even though we're catching fish, we're looking for the overall schools and numbers, and we're seeing where they're spitting up bugs. And by moving quickly and dropping down quickly, you can get on top of way more fish, and you can get a better feel of how big that school actually is. A lot of times we only fish 30 seconds to maybe a minute per hole. There he is. That's what I love about using these LX6s, LX7s, LX9s, is this digital platform. I can run it in a graph mode. I can do a 5, a 10, a 20-foot zoom, whatever I want to do, however I want to set up this unit. And you can really tell when those fish get right on that bait. There's a recorded history there with the graph. That's just something you don't get in a regular mechanical flasher. Nice fish. It also helps me distinguish size. You know, it's important when you're perch fishing to pull it away from the small ones and try to get it right in front of those big jumbos. Well, Pete, didn't take long. You know, really the first spot that we drilled out, you started drilling them, and of course I snuck in there. But it didn't take us long, but really we've covered about a 100-yard stretch, and it seems like that first area was the best. What do you say we set up the otter and get out of this wind?
Yep, sounds good.
Hey, for my good buddy Pete Frisch, I'm Tony Roach. Stay tuned for more Midwest Outdoors.
Introducing the new wireless pan-cam camera system from Markham Technologies. The groundbreaking interface that allows an angler to wirelessly monitor and control the left-right pan of a remote camera from up to 300 feet away. The Markham pan-cam system transmits a live video stream via Wi-Fi back to your Apple or Android device, and the free Markham app is even capable of connecting to multiple cameras at the same time for multi-camera on-ice coverage. This winter, take full control of your underwater camera with Markham Technologies' wireless pan-cam camera system.
The hunt begins with Wiley X eyewear. Stay sharp and see sharp with unparalleled clarity and contrast. Battlefield-proven ballistic protection you can trust. Wiley X eyewear. Absolute premium protection.
No, I don't got it. It should be an Olympic event. It's called walking. Olympic walking. Got him?
Yep. Good way to start the day.
Hey, it's Walt and Bob Gillespie from Custom Jigs and Spins, and we got Poppy out here too.
Hey, nice bluegill.
Nice bluegill. Good way to start the day.
Good way.
Hey, nice little jig you got there.
Yep.
The ratfinky
Tried and true.
in brown.
Brown,
Yep.
black head. That's old school, Walt.
Yep.
Old school.
We're fishing a clear water pond, and when you're in a clear situation like this that we've got, you want a natural presentation, and that's when the brown ratfinky comes in just right. Bye-bye.
All right, good start. I think it's going to be a good day, Walt.
Yep. There seems to be some fish down there. There we go.
Nice.
Hey, give that transducer for me there, Nate.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what this
That
one's.
didn't take long.
Yeah, let's see what this one's gonna be. Oh, look at that nice bluegill.
Good start.
Yep.
What'd you catch it on, Walt?
I caught it on a gill pill of all things. Who would have thought, right?
Chef Todd, you got to stop catching my fish. This fish has my ratfinky and his check eye in its mouth at the same time.
True story.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that happening.
Looks like they're piled up right
They're
there.
piled up, they're stacked up just a few feet down.
They're coming through, Walt.
Coming through. They're coming through. There we go.
I love it when they're racing up. You
Right,
drop
I
them
know,
down, they're
I know.
coming up.
It's gotta be another bluegill. It's a bigger blue. It's a bigger bluegill. No, it's a crappie. Look at that crappie. Whoo! Hey, nice one.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Oh, nice crappie. And Papa Carl, not to be outdone. There, he took it. Don't worry, I'll get my transducer.
I'll let you get it for you. I'll be here and let you get it.
Pulling like a... Oh, another nice crappie. The crappies are starting to turn on tonight.
I got one. Boys,
What are you?
eat your hearts out. Bring them in. Oh. Beautiful kiss. Guys out there, I'm gonna be 82 in a month. Don't let age slow you down. Get out, fish, enjoy outdoor, and you'll be happy.
Oh, there he is. Oh, it's a nice big one. Look at that crappie.
Great crappie.
On the check-eye jig. Nicely done. Here,
Great
hold,
crappie.
hold that up. Hold that up for the folks at home, Todd, and show them how big that is. Let me show you something here, Chef. It's just like you carry along your special spices wherever you go. I carry along my special plastic, and when the fishing is hot and heavy like it is right now, you know, near dark, what I like to do is just use plastic, and I'll put these ant legs on here, the nuclear ant legs, which you can buy them separately. Then since we've got kind of a, like we said, we got a clear lake, we want a natural presentation, so I'm gonna put a wedgie on here, and I'll turn this check eye into a little bug. Through the magic of time-lapse photography, this will be gone in a second and be straight. So there's your finished product there, kind of a little check eye bug. And that baby right there, it will destroy the crappies now. Got my word on it. Oh, there we go. Hey Todd, you shouldn't have gave me that pole with the bug on it that I set you up with.
Only you, Walt.
Yeah, that's right. Well, hey, I said, are you going to use this after I set it up for you? You said, no, go ahead. And there you go. Another nice crappie. I do like crappies. All right, watch this, Todd. I'm going to take this bug right here, drop it down. I'm going to catch a fish. What's nice is watch how nice this guy shows up on the locator. Look, there he's coming down. Tungsten check eye. Here's tungsten check eye. Dun, 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 dun. Where is crappie? Dun, 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 dun. Where is crappie? There he is. Yep. Ooh, it's a nice one. It's a good fighter, too. If it's a crappie, it's a big crappie. Oh, look at it. It's not a big crappie. It's a nice bluegill. Even the big bluegills will hit the check eye in the plastic like that. And I guess they get mixed in with crappies, too, sometimes. Well, you saw that Christmas tree light up down there. When the action gets hot and heavy like that, you want a heavy jig that gets down quick. That's why we like tungsten, check-eye jigs, and we use plastic so we're not messing around with bait. And bam, 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 we start nailing them.
Hey, Poppy. All right.
Nicely done, Pops.
We got. Let's get the transducer, Walt.
Get the transducer.
Boy,
What you got?
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Walt.
Let's see. It's still beating.
Nice.
Nice bluegill. Look at it's still beating, Poppy.
Wrong side,
yeah,
Walt.
it is. Oh, see, it's this side, yeah. Whatever. Hello. Hey. Well, we had a great time out here anyway. We got some nice bluegills. We got some crappies, some bass. Like to thank Nate Herman of Herman Brothers Pond Management for letting us fish out here today. Till next time, Walt, Poppy, Papa Carl, and Bob Gillespie from Custom Jigs and Spins. Midwest Outdoors will be right back.
The new Beaver Dam Titanium Tip Stick is the first ice rod with a built-in extendable titanium spring bobber, making it the most versatile ice rod ever. Extend the bobber for ultralight panfish jigging, or retract it for game fish or when it's time for travel. It even has a built-in rattling handle to attract fish. It took a while to come up with an ice rod worthy of the Beaver Dam name, but when we did, boy, we nailed it.
Whether it's panfish or trout you're after, you have to check out the amazing CHENA bait. This action bait works great with small hooks or jigs included with the package. The small compact container fits in any tackle box. CHENA bait comes in a 3-inch roll, and one small strip will allow you to catch 30 to 40 panfish. CHENA bait works great both summer and winter. Get your CHENA bait today. Call 1-888-203-3373. That's 1-888-203-3373. The amazing CHENA bait. Call right now.
This one hit hard. This might be a really nice fish.
Got a heavy one, Jeff?
I do. This is feels like, ooh.
That is an absolute monster. What a beauty, Jeff.
Come here. That hole gets any further
Grab
down.
that fish.
Hi folks, I'm Jeff Dosh. Today I'm fishing with my good friend and fellow guide of the Perch Patrol Guide Service, Dave Randash.
Jeff, that is a creature there, I'm telling you. Pound and a half, maybe?
I bet you go 1.5 pounds.
Real close. Nice start of the day. These deep water perch are an absolute joy when they come charging up off the bottom like little miniature tarpon. And this one is a nice one. Typical Devil's Lake perch. And this one actually had a little buffet on my
fish on.
buckshot. I've got a couple of wax worms with a perch eye. And when the fish get a little bit tough, we've had a lot of cold fronts lately. And a
consequently the bite is off just a little bit, so we're holding our rod real still, enticing those fish with this extra meat. Works good.
Oh, there we go.
That a boy.
That's our first double of the day, buddy.
Cat leg reflexes.
Yeah.
Was he up off the bottom, Jeff?
About 3 feet off the bottom,
Nice.
Dave.
Those are the aggressive
Oh
ones,
yeah,
aren't they?
there's another nice one.
Wow, beautiful perch. Dave's got one too.
Well worth the wait, do you? Fish on?
Atta boy.
All right.
Another double, Jeffrey.
Atta boy, buddy.
Welcome to Devil's Lake, North Dakota. You know, people get a little intimidated about the size of Devil's Lake, and it's a monster, 220,000 acres. That breaks down to about a 350 square mile lake, and they roll in there and they say, where do we even start? If you fish shallow morning and evening, if you're going to be chasing walleye, that's a good program. That's when the light changes the fastest, and that's when those fish really go. But slide off into the deep mud during the day, and you're going to get walleye and perch. You never know, white bass, also some big northern pike. But those basin fish will bite all day long, where the shallow fish usually won't. So that's a good place to congregate.
There we perfect, Dave.
Wow. We are all over the board on perch size today, and there's another dandy.
That right there is the perfect size.
Isn't that a nice pounder?
Yeah. About, what,
Beautiful
12-inch
specimen,
pounder?
yeah. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Nice perch. Seems like every time we have the big wave, they're smaller fish.
Right.
But we get those 1s and 2s in there, a lot nicer quality.
Jeff, you've had an incredible morning.
There we go. Oh, hi.
Oh, there we go.
Come here, baby.
Can you get him? Rescue, baby. Nice, Jeffer.
Perfect. That was worth waiting for. Nice
You know,
medium-sized
folks,
perch.
if you're thinking about a Devil's Lake destination, our season is phenomenal here. We don't have a closed season. It's very liberal limits. Jeff, you got to be pushing 20 perch already this morning.
I'm pretty close, 18, yeah.
I have a group of guys guiding. They're here for 4 days, so they'll probably bring home 80 perch each. Walleyes are 5 daily, 10 in possession, and the walleye bite's been on fire too. Little location change, Jeffrey. There they are.
That's right.
Oh, another fine, fine Devil's Lake perch. You know, we talk a little bit about Devil's Lake and the tremendous fishing, but people have to have a little infrastructure and place to stay. Devil's Lake is not a big community. It's only 9,000 or 10,000 people, but just have wonderful accommodations. On last count, our tourism bureau is saying we have about 600 rooms. So there's plenty of room. There's actually a casino just south of town if you're into that and want to do a little gambling. But a new Sleep Inn was just built, and it's just a wonderful facility. So yeah, we have all kinds of places for you guys to stay, and generally there's not a waiting list. So plenty of places to be nice and cozy and unwind with a nice meal, maybe a little after dinner toddy, and just some relaxation. So come on up to Devil's Lake.
You know, as far as fish cleaning goes, Woodland Resort, of course, has a fish cleaning station. There's one out at the casino. The Sleep Inn just built a brand new fish cleaning station. And brand new this fall to Devil's Lake is a new fish cleaning station at Ed's Bait Shop. And that's open to the public. So maybe if you're do-it-yourselfers fishing on your own, the fish cleaning station at Ed's Bait Shop would be a perfect fit for you. Fairly decent one, Dave.
Good.
He's putting up a good fight anyway. Oh yeah.
Perch or walleye?
That's a good perch, Dave.
Very nice.
Nice medium.
Absolutely.
It's funny, they go from non-aggressive to aggressive real fast. I was jigging about 3 feet off the bottom for this one, and I had about 3 of them come up at one time. Well, Dave, another fantastic day of perch fishing on Devil's Lake.
Dasher dog, what a fun set of days we've had here. These guys are from Illinois. It didn't take them more than 10 minutes to get in the groove on these fish. Holding high, these fish were coming up like little tarpon, and they hammered them 3 days in a row. Good job, guys.
Well, this is definitely what it's all about. A fish cleaning station full of fish and happy customers with smiles on their faces. If you're thinking about making a trip to Devil's Lake, check us out on the web at devilslakend.com or perchpatrol.com. From all of us at the Perch Patrol and all of us in Devil's Lake, we hope to see you on the ice.
Looking for your window to the outdoors? We have you covered with a Midwest Outdoors magazine subscription. Call now, 1-800-606-FISH, and for the low price of only $14.95, you receive 12 big issues of Midwest Outdoors magazine. Every month, Midwest Outdoors sends you the ultimate fishing and hunting guide to the outdoors. Call 1-800-606-FISH or visit MidwestOutdoors.com to get your ultimate guide to the outdoors. If you don't have one, you need one.
By Chappelle, providing sled shelters and accessories for your time on the ice. Chappelle offers a full line of pop-ups, flip-overs, and the new Bay Runner, the industry's first fully mobile cabin with a shelf for electronics and a comfortable sliding seat. Learn more at chappelle.com.
I've been waiting a long time for a good quality, medium-priced open bridge binocular, and now it's here by Leupold. This is the new 10x42 Mojave binocular. It's called open bridge because there's a hinge at the top and the bottom that allows you to put your fingers through the middle and grasp the binocular very, very firmly. Open bridge binoculars seem to come up to your face in the same place every time. It's very ergonomic and very comfortable. I also like the locking diopter, so you can adjust it for your eyes. And I enjoy the cups that fold down with a good amount of pressure. They don't just collapse upon themselves. This Leupold Mojave is available in a 10x42 and an 8x42 in camo and in black. This open bridge binocular is one of my favorites. You can find this Leupold Mojave at opticsplanet.com. That's your Midwest Outdoors Tip of the Week. I'm Steve Ledden. Thanks for watching.
Well, hi folks, Roger Cormier from Midwest Outdoors. I'm holding a couple of brand new Rapala crankbaits for 2015. You're familiar with the jointed Rapala. Anglers everywhere know that jointed crankbaits catch a lot of fish just because of that tail, that wobbling action. You want to talk about a great combination, adding the scatter wrap technology to a jointed Rapala. This lure is a home run all the way. The scatter wrap technology is the best-selling crankbait technology of all time in Rapala's history. Why? Because scatter wraps catch more fish. Scatter wrap jointed, 5 to 7 foot diver, a floating lure, available in 16 colors. Available at retailers everywhere, so put some in your tackle box, catch more fish this year. I'm Roger Cormier, that's your Midwest Outdoors Tip of the Week.
Get out on the ice this winter at Arneson's Rocky Point Resort. Minnesota's Lake of the Woods is over 1 million acres, which is a lot of ice. With the world's largest fleet of track vans, they're sure to keep you on the fish. Spend the night out on the ice in a sleeper house or have dinner back at the Rock Harbor Lodge and relax in a housekeeping cabin with all the comforts of home. Arneson's Rocky Point Resort, the #1 fishing destination on Minnesota's Lake of the Woods.
Closed captioning of Midwest Outdoors, sponsored by Midwest Outdoors Magazine, on your newsstand now, and the all-new MidwestOutdoors.com, loaded with video, articles, and TV episodes.